The City of Rochester has now opened 2 ice rinks for the season.
Michael Schwartz is live on the ice this morning at MLK Park, where safety guidelines are in place, hopefully for the safety of Michael on the ice as well.
Oh, there
I was going to say safety guidelines for COVID-19, but also safety guidelines for myself. Yeah, the ice rink here at MLK Park is now open along with the Genesee Valley Sports Complex. Now, things are a little bit different this year, but still providing for that fun even in this pandemic. It's limited ice time, 50% capacity. They are actually cleaning down the tables that surround the rink and anything that may be touched to ensure that they are doing safe measures. This morning, we're going to speak to someone from the Parks and Recreational Department to talk about those safety guidelines. And also, while we're on the ice, Amerks season coming back up soon. We'll have someone on from the team to talk more about that. Plus, if you're not comfortable on skates, there's a lot of different ways. Coming up next on 13 Wham, the ice bike, an awesome invention from Buffalo that if you're not the best on skates for whatever reason, you know, we'll get the ice bike.
All right, Michael, also we expect a triple Lutz from you by the end of the show.
I was going to say a triple axle or
Triple
something.
Triple axle for Marty's birthday.
There we go. Oh, boy.
Now you'll have bumper bikes, too, with
All
that
right.
bike. I want to see that.
There's more coming up on Good Day Rochester this morning.
The City of Rochester has reopened its 2 ice skating rinks for the season.
Michael Schwartz is joining us live this morning at MLK Park to go over the new safety protocols that still allow for a lot of fun. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning. Check this out. A ice bike, which actually has a blade right below where you steer, and it's built so if you're not the best on skates, you could ride the ice bike made in Buffalo. I'm with John Picone here, who is the Athletics and Aquatic Manager for the City of Rochester. So we just opened up the Genesee Valley Sports Complex ice rink on Monday, MLK Jr. Memorial Park ice rink last week. What are the safety guidelines? Because this is a different winter.
It is. It's definitely different winter for everybody. Mike, thanks for coming, first of all.
Of course.
So, you know, we're going to have, you know, a health assessment questionnaire that you're going to have to answer when you get here. You're going to have your temperature checked. You're going to have, you know, your face coverings you're going to need to do, social distancing. You know, we got hand washing as well available for you. So you have to make sure you do all those protocols to skate here at the rink. And we hope you come down and take advantage of this great opportunity.
Outdoor activity, but you still have to wear your mask even when you're on the ice and off the ice.
Yep, whether you're inside or outside, you have to wear the mask at all times. Even if you're sitting and watching your children skate, you still have to have that mask on at all times. You know, just, you know, it's a great opportunity to come down here, but we need to be safe.
Sessions and pricing.
The sessions start at noon, so they're a little different this year than in the previous year. So from 12 to 1, you'll have a skating session, and then there'll be a break between 1 to 2 for the Zamboni driver to come out here and for us to get all our cleaning done of high traffic areas. And then that'll go right until 9 o'clock that night, every hour on the hour after the hour break. And on Sunday, we're only open to 7 though.
7 days a week. An amazing job by the city.
The pricing is reduced this year as well, Mike. So, you know, just to help out with people. So this year you'll pay a little bit less. You know, the admission's going to be $3 for adults. It's going to be $2 for college students with an ID, $1 for youth. So great opportunity. You know, skates, we encourage people to bring their own skates, you know, because there's only a limited amount. But if you do need them, there's a $3 rental.
Awesome. Well, shout out to the City of Rochester for everything you're doing. We'll get back on skates coming up, but I'm going to take this for a spin. You know what, Matt and Alexis? Down in Florida, they go out to eat. They go to the beach in the warm weather. This is what we do in the City of Rochester. Fun, outdoor activities. And I got to tell you, it's a pretty warm morning. It's a pretty warm morning. Yeah. Thanks, Marty. Happy birthday to you. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I could feel
Come on,
it as
go.
I stepped outside.
Yeah.
Go.
He needs
Go.
a jump start there.
I thought the skates would give him trouble. No, it's the bike.
Oh, my goodness, Michael. We'll check back in with him later on.
All right, coming up, coverage of the second impeachment of President Trump. That continues next. Could the impeachment hurt Joe Biden's chances at uniting the country? We're going to take a look at that question and more with our analyst, Tim Nealand, next.
And find out when we remember that song with Bruno Mars and, you know, what's his name, Travis? He's from Geneva, I think.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I've interviewed him.
Millionaire.
Yeah.
All right, City of Rochester ice rinks are back open for some safe outdoor fun. Michael Schwartz is live for us this morning with what you need to know before you go. And look at Michael go.
Alexis, I have a question. Is this your favorite morning when you get to see me on the ice as a proud hockey mom? I think you look forward to this, but I think you look forward to it because you want to see me on the ice. It is fun.
I don't want to see any harm come your way, okay? I just want you to have a good time.
Awesome. Awesome. I love the prep. I love the pep talk. As a huge hockey fan that I know you are. Hey, it's an exciting time because the ice rinks back open here in the city of Rochester. A little delayed in the season, but now they're back open here at Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Park and the Genesee Valley Sports Complex. I'm with John Pacone, who is the manager of athletics and aquatics for the city of Rochester. So we're talking about the ice rinks here at MLK Park, but also Genesee Valley Sports Complex. That's inside. So are things a little bit different there than here?
Yeah, so the capacity there is a little bit more. It's actually a college-sized hockey rink. So the capacity there is 75, where here at MLK Outdoor, it's 50. Obviously, being outdoors is a little bit more safer than being indoors, but our protocols are very much similar at both places. So you're going to get your temperature check.
Yep, love it.
Okay, and then you're going to get to, a health assessment questionnaire. Have you been outside of New York State in the last 14 days, anything like that. And then you'll have to follow our protocols, social distancing, and wearing a mask at all times, whether you're on the rink or inside the building.
Yeah, you could be on skates, or you could use one of those walker assisting devices to help you on the ice, along with this ice bike that's been here in the city of Rochester for a few years, made its way from Buffalo. Now, I got to ask you, first off, parents should know when they come down here, there may be a wait because of that capacity, so they could call ahead before. But how is this pandemic impacted your job to still provide recreation for the city of Rochester?
Well, we reopened back up in July our centers, and then we kept some of them open all the way up until right before Thanksgiving. So, but they were all at reduced capacities. Things were different. We weren't having leagues, but we were having clinics and skill testing at some of our athletic events. But we've continued, by assisting the city school district with learning at the rec centers currently, and we also do food distribution, which is providing everybody in the community an opportunity to get food on a daily basis. A
huge effort. Thank you for what you and all your crews do. Hey, coming up next, speaking of the ice, we got the Amerks joining us. I'm going to go do that triple axel for Marty's birthday. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Oh God. I know we're heavy, but this is just must-see TV.
Sorry, Tyler, we can't go to break yet.
Bravo, bravo. All right, we've got Marty with our forecast. Weather first after every break.
That was a single hop is what we call that.
He nailed it. Ice rinks in Rochester are reopening, and soon the city's pro hockey team will be back in action, as Mike Catalana mentioned in sports. Michael Schwartz is live this morning looking ahead to the Amerks season. Good morning. Hey, can you hear us?
Good morning. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes. What do you have in your hand there? I can. I can hear you loud and clear. What do you got there?
Look, Alexis, I was playing some hockey, and I got so frustrated.
You're missing something.
The blade came right off.
You're missing a key part of that stick.
I can't score anything with that. What am I doing? But you know who can score? Players on the Amerks, because training camp, as Mike Catalana mentioned, is back tomorrow. Suzie, multimedia journalist for Amerks Hockey. An exciting time. What can fans look forward to the upcoming season?
I think just hockey being back in general. It has literally been since March 11th, 2020, since the Rochester Americans have been back at the Blue Cross Arena. They report to training camp tomorrow. That's over 10 months since they've been there, just getting practice underway and then looking ahead to February 5th for that first game.
Yeah, we were talking during the off season, and you were saying we just need sports back. We got football back last night. We got hockey back in the National Hockey League. But what has it been like for you to cover the Amerks in the off season? I know you're doing a lot of things even off the ice.
Yeah, it's definitely been the most untraditional off season I've ever had. First of all, I don't know if I've ever had an off season, and then I go to having an off season that's over 10 months long.
Right.
So a lot of at-home stuff, interviewing players over Zoom, writing features still. but everything's been at home, and that's something you will see this season too. Yes, some of us that work for the Amerks, we're going to be at the stadium, but a lot of stuff we're still going to be working from home. It's not going to change in that sense.
Right, but there are still some changes that fans are going to realize because they can't, unfortunately, see the games right now. So what are some of those changes, and how can fans still follow along?
Of course, the biggest change that the fans are going to see is not being able to be in the stadium for at least the start of the 2020-21 season. But something that the fans can look forward to is obviously we are going to cover the games heavily on social media. So keep your eyes on this Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. On top of that, if you're a season ticket member, you get AHL TV for free for the Amerks home games this season. So that's
awesome.
something to look forward to for our season ticket members.
That's fantastic. And you've had some awesome series. You said you've been interviewing the players from Zoom, but how can people find your stories with the players online?
You can go to Amerks.com, or again, you can go to the Amerks social channels, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I do have a series called Amerks at Home. It goes over everything breaking news-wise that week for the Amerks. So this week's episode featured how training camp starts, a preview of the training camp roster, and even former Amerks captain Kevin Porter, he just retired earlier this week. So it's going to be little fun stuff like that that we cover each week. And then we also have a new series called Coffee with Coach that we want fans' feedback on. We want the fans to ask Coach questions. So that is dropping here soon as well.
That is so cool. You know, as huge hockey fans, I know back in studio we got a lot of hockey fans. You want to be there. You want to see the coach. You want to get some feedback from the players. And unfortunately, you can't do that right now due to COVID. But you guys are really bringing fans to the game in a virtual way. So we appreciate all you do. Amerks.com. You can see Suzie Cool and all the Amerks coverage you need. Training camp back tomorrow. Hey, we're going to see how the team's looking right now. Get a little bit of a preview of the season, more in depth coming up with Suzie Cool. But hey, Alexis, I know you were excited because you're a big NHL fan. We love our Amerks.
Yeah.
But NHL hockey. And by the way, I don't know if you could see, got the Islanders. I love the Amerks, but Islanders socks on tonight.
Yes.
I don't know if you got any Blackhawks socks on.
I don't. I'm not wearing socks, actually.
yeah.
I'm actually wearing colors more appropriate to your team right now.
I'm not wearing
We
socks
lost.
right now.
We lost last night.
We love. Sorry, Matt. Sorry for your nose, Matt.
Thank you.
Hey!
Oh, wow.
Oh, we went there. All right.
Also, we're socially distant. I'm fine. All right, we're going to find out when we may finally see some snow in Rochester. Marty's got the full forecast next.
Well, ice rinks in Rochester are reopening, and soon the city's pro hockey team will be back or in action. Michael Schwartz is live this morning looking ahead to the Amerks season.
Hey, good morning, guys. Well, hey, MLK Park back open on the ice rink, along with the Genesee Valley Sports Complex. Suzie Cool from the Amerks. We're speaking about the ice back open here, but also for the Amerks. An exciting time. Good to be back, no?
It is great to be back. I know that I can't wait to be back at the Blue Cross Arena tomorrow. I can't imagine how the players, coaches, and other staff are feeling about getting training camp underway tomorrow.
Yeah, training camp starts tomorrow. We spoke a little bit about the changes you're going to be bringing fans. Just have you been bringing them to the ice, even during the offseason, with your virtual series that you can check out on Amerks.com. But what should people know about the players? How are they looking, as some of them that you know, for the upcoming season?
So it is going to be different player-wise this season as well. A lot of our veterans have retired or moved on to other organizations or different leagues. This team this year, it's going to be a young squad, but you will see familiar faces in Andrew Ogilvy, CJ Smith, Jacob Bryson, Casey Fitzgerald. Some of those names I mentioned were rookies last year. Some of them are second-year, third-year pros. But those are the guys to get excited about, along with the newcomers that will be there as well.
Always an exciting time. You know, it's unfortunate that fans can't be in the stands right now, but you're going to be bringing them all the action and bringing them, the day-by-day and the play-by-play your platform.
Yeah, of course. Like I mentioned earlier, AHL TV is going to be one of our biggest platforms this season, along with the Amerks social media channels. We're going to give a rundown every single time somebody scores a goal on our social channels, GIFs, video footage, whatever we can do to make the fans feel like they're right there at the Blue Cross Arena. On top of that, our season ticket members are getting free AHL TV for all Amerks home games. Of course, you can do an AHL TV subscription yourself just to watch along. That is going to be different this year as well. We're going to be bringing you intermission interviews. So I'll be interviewing guys in between intermissions and bringing you some action that we haven't had before. Instead of games, you're actually going to be seeing some player content, and that's going to be pretty cool to dive into that aspect of the game.
That's huge, and the season ticket is big with the free AHL TV. Just put the air conditioning on in your house, go on the couch, and you'll be right at the rink. You know, we got to adapt during these times. Alexis and Matt, I think since we're both on the ice, we're going to get this bike going for Suzie Cool because I think we need to do a little bit of a race because I want to show you that I've been improving with my ice work. So we're going to go back to this orange cone right over here.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
But I need you guys to be the judges.
Your hockey stick has become like a walking stick for you.
I noticed that as well.
A little
It's
crutch.
done. It's done.
Ice pick.
It's done. All right.
You guys are going to race?
Can you guys count me down, though?
Let's
Yeah,
see
can
who's
you guys
faster.
count me down?
Here we
We're
go.
racing into the Amerks season.
In 3,
Oh, God.
2, 1,
3,
go!
2, 1, go. Wait, my earpiece fell out.
Go!
This is not a
Come
good
on.
excuse.
Skate!
What's happening?
Oh, my gosh.
No, that's a tie.
Yeah, my money was on
That's
Suzie
a
Cool
tie.
anyway.
You had a bit of a delayed start there, too. When you say go, it means start.
I had to hear you guys. Suzie Cool said she won. Matt and Alexis say you won, but I'm telling you, if you look back at the player footage, I need to speak to a ref because we need to get the coaches involved
We'll get
here.
a slow-mo for you,
All
Michael.
right, we got to get moving. Thanks,
That was a
Michael.
tie.
All
We got to
right.
get moving. We got more coming up here next.
Cloudy skies for much of the day and isolated rain or snow showers possible. Other than that, mainly dry. We'll see highs in the upper 30s to near 40. City of Rochester ice rinks are back open for safe outdoor fun. Michael Schwartz is live at Martin Luther King Jr. Park explaining how you can skate safely.
Hey, good morning. You know, you just mentioned that weather. It is a beautiful morning. I know there's clouds in the sky, but it is pretty warm out here. The ice, of course, the freezing part, but the atmosphere is really warm right now. A beautiful morning. Now, this just reopened here at Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Park last week. The Genesee Valley Sports Complex, the ice rink there, opened by the city just on Monday. And you could also get your hands on an ice bike, or, as Alexis and Matt pointed out earlier in the morning, use one of these to help you on the ice if you are a little unstable, but we're getting more of our bearings as the sun comes up this morning. I'm with John Pacone, who's the manager here with the athletics and aquatics for the City of Rochester. We have our signs here. We have health assessments on the walls. What should people know when they come here? Because even though it's outdoors, masks, social distancing, still a thing.
Exactly, Mike. We want to make sure that, people are enjoying this safe, fun activity that's very low risk outdoors. So, we have some things in place. So, we have some guidelines here for reducing the spread of germs. We have our health assessment questions that people will be asked when they come inside, and they'll need to follow those all the time. We talked about capacity on the rink, which is 50 during each of the sessions, but we also have capacity inside in our warming hut. So we just want to make sure that, there's only limited capacity inside. And then when you go in, obviously sometimes it's going to be really cold today. We got a mild day, but we want people to get in and out of there. We don't want them staying long in there, come in there, get warm, get your skates on. But after, 10 minutes, we want people, to get out on the ice and enjoy it.
And even if you're looking at the tables, because again, you're cleaning all this off from the equipment to the bikes, to the tables, the surfaces. You could even see here, it says, please social distance, stay 6 feet apart. And even the benches, it says to space out. But is there a time limit for people to be on the ice?
No, there's not. The session is 1 hour, so, you're outdoors. So, you have your mask on, you're socially distancing. So, you're going to be safe if you do all those things. And like you said, we added some benches. We added quite a few benches and tables. And, they're marked appropriately with social distancing. And there's plenty of room for people to, separate and put their skates on or just relax after they've been skating. But once the session's done, we encourage people to leave so that the next group can come in and there's not that cross and flow of traffic.
What's the cleaning protocol like here? I see the New York State clean hand sanitizer inside, but what's it like to do this?
It's a chore, something different, but our staff has been great in doing that. They've stayed on top of it, and we've had great success. We opened the Genesee Valley Park skating rink back in September, and so we got used to that right away. So the staff has been trained, and they continue to do it there.
So you could call ahead to both the Genesee Valley Sports Complex and here at Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Park's ice skating rink to see how crowded it is, because again, it's 50% capacity. 50% capacity over there as well?
25% capacity.
25, because that is indoors. What is the future as we're in the first month of 2021? As we're monitoring this pandemic, I mean, it has been hard to have these recreational activities, but you're slowly getting that to give the public a fun, safe environment. What's the future of getting the other activities back for the City of Rochester?
Well, we're monitoring how this is going right now. Like I said, we just opened up the rink this past Saturday here, and then at Genesee Valley we opened up on Monday. So we're going to monitor that, and see how things are going. Some of those are different situations, different activities. Some of them are more higher risk, some athletic activities. So, we'll just have to wait and see how things monitor in Rochester and see whether we can open up those in the future.
Awesome. And one thing we wanted to point out about the ice bike, you have to be 8 years old?
8 years old and over. The maximum capacity for weight is 250 pounds, and you have to wear a helmet. $10 for $10, you could get it for an hour, and as you found out this morning, it's quite a workout.
It is quite a workout to get that thing started. Hey, I'd be remiss if I didn't point out you have some family members who are on the front lines right now?
Yes, I do. My daughter and my son-in-law are both nurses at Island Hospital, and they're doing a great job, and one of them works, where there's many COVID patients, but they've been great. They're troopers. He works really hard. She works really hard. And my other daughter's at Brighton High School, so she's a teacher's aide, so she's involved with that activity too. And those essential workers, God bless them. On the front lines, thank you, the City of Rochester, but also thank you. Amazing job by them, and really stay safe out there. We're always thinking of you, so thank you for that, allowing us to have that shout out. We're going to get back on the ice.